helps. Oh! Interesting. Forgot to put my resistance link on. I'll look away for 1 second. To see Zach. Oh no. Hope I don't die again. Oh no. I'm gonna die out onto Gelzackham. Oh, look away, guys. I come back and this is the first thing you see. Look away. That being said, Zach does have very interesting issues with ping. Got to swap my Legion as well. I think I'm probably still my EXP. Oh no, I have 1 life left. Briefing myself. I'm gonna die. Oh well, that's a good way to come back. Let's pretend that didn't happen, guys. Don't tell anybody that I failed Gelzackham. You guys didn't see anything. Nothing happened. I was warm up. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, guys. I'm just gonna blame it on the fact that, you know, I'm rusty when it comes to my hero. Yeah. Let's say that. Say that. Actually, I should probably promote it. My stream on Twitter. I'm gonna make it a habit of doing that. Alright. I forgot to swap my Legion as well. I shouldn't make that much of a difference for Villa, but not very good at remembering these sorts of stuff. No cage, that's what we like. We're probably gonna do all my weekly bosses on my hero. At least the ones that I can do. So all the bosses on my hero, and then I'll do it on my Kana, then I'll farm. 10-15 is coming up, and I keep spending my money, so gotta keep making money. I have such paper hands, guys. Every time I spend a little bit, I end up spending a lot. I say to myself, I'm just gonna spend so and so amount on flames, and then I don't get anything nice, and I end up just using the rest of my money. You guys feel that as well? It's so fun to spend money. Holding my sword the entire time. Exactly, just one more pack. Then suddenly 1 becomes 5, 5 becomes 10, and then you're broke again. Every time. It gets harder when you save more as well, because you start seeing you have a lot more money. And you just want to keep spending your money. I help it. It's so fun to spend as well. Just gotta try your best to be good, I guess. And yeah, welcome to the stream, Swibby. I'm glad that YouTube gave you your notification. I remember seeing your comment about how you have been scammed with your notification. Yeah, YouTube's notification system's a bit weird. Welcome Dan as well. I missed your message above. I had to refresh my stream thing because I didn't update my settings. And the chat's only just loading for me. Good to see you guys around. You had notifications since the Paladin series, yeah. I don't really understand how the notifications work for a lot of things. It's hard too because sometimes you wanna, what do you call it? Like, you wanna customize it to see only what you want to see, and then sometimes when you change some settings, then you start seeing everything, right? So it's hard to tweak it. I know I have that problem with some of the things that I follow, because you want like notifications on some things, but not everything on that platform, like Twitch, for example. Because I remember I was getting like emails and stuff. It's like I don't want these emails, but what if I want emails for specific people? Hard to refine the settings to how you want. Yeah. Good to see you guys around though. Yeah, definitely a bounce back. Did. How's everybody's day? Hopefully everybody's reset is going well. Well, a lot of you guys have done some weeklies, get that extra meso, the Star Forcing event coming up. I know that I enjoy the reset, a lot of bosses that I can do, and then I immediately spend my money because I'm bad at saving. 20 bill saved? That's great, that's a lot. Yeah, I'm aiming for about that much as well. Over the last month, I've hit 60 bill multiple times. No, sorry, not 60, 20 bill a few times now. So like, I just end up spending all my money. Not very good at holding my money. That's for sure. Oh no, I found it and I didn't have my burst up. I wasn't paying attention. Tap off event for copium. Yeah, I agree. For me, it wasn't tapping. I just cubed a lot of items. A lot of my items were 2-line. I just wanted to finish them up. Right. Yeah, it's so fun to spend money. Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh, wait. So fun to spend money. So you get no gains and then you just cry a bit. But you do. I don't know how many characters I'm gonna boss with. I'm just gonna do it on the easy one, so this one in my it's probably this one and then my Kana. I've already run all my bosses on my Jett. I won't be doing that. Let's see which ones I've done. Need to do Magnus as well. Magnus, Pink Bean, Empress. Usually don't do a Akechi on this character. It's a bit long. Let's go Mag. I don't have my bind. I'm gonna hope that this character's strong enough to do it in one burst. Hard. I'll chip him down a bit. Go after. Oh no, I dashed into it. There's a lot of yellows. Uh-oh. The hardest part about this is you just not get knocked around by the blue. It happens. I'm gonna hide. Why no buff freezes? Yeah, because this is just a bossing mule for me. I don't really want to spend money on buff freezes. I don't like spending money on buff freezes on my mules. Oh no. I'm only here for the crystal. Exactly. Oh no. Maybe I'll just wait for some of my buffs. But I'm just gonna keep throwing my body. I'll get it eventually. Alright guys. Once I get my 5 Valhalla, then I'll clear it very comfortably. The hard part is when he does his spin. I'm trying my best to juke these. It's too hard. Oh no. Thank god that this boss gives you 15 lives. Very, very tedious boss. Yeah, for me, also like the debris is very inconsistent when it falls. Quite inconsistent because sometimes it's like really fast and then sometimes it's very slow. But the ones that get you killed are usually the really fast ones. I'm gonna do bosses on my Jett. I've done pretty much all the solo ones already. With exception, I haven't done Lotus and Damien. Yeah, the ping is alright. I don't really pay attention to the ping. It's like one of those things when you don't know it, don't worry about it. Yes, can you believe it? I'm streaming. Yeah, I've done pretty much all those. Just Lotus and Damon I haven't done on my Jett. And obviously the party ones like Will, all that sort of stuff. Anybody else hate Pink Bean? A lot of time wasting mechanics. There eventually. I think the reverse is alright. I really just don't like the skill lock. You can't just stand around. Because like pink bean itself doesn't really do anything, it just kind of jumps around every once in a while and throws debuffs at you. Yeah, I have my pots bound to a key. Because I didn't want to get too many pets with or whatever. Up is Alright, I think that's all of them. Character that I can do. I can do Empress. Alright, you guys might hate me for this, but I just do easy Empress because I'm just lazy. I don't want to get the keys. Get the keys. They really gotta do something about that. I hate it. I don't want to collect keys, especially for like mules. You don't want to buy the teleport rock, right? You don't want to buy a rock just to run around. Like just boss queue straight to easy, and the difference isn't that much bigger. It's like 20 mil difference. Well, I say that's not much, but for me, I can make up the difference. How's the Boatmaster going? Yeah, it's going. I'm just putting it on pause for the time being because it's 5, 10, 15 coming up, so probably a lot of crap in my. Wow, these flames stack. Why are they stacking? That's interesting. Guess I must have killed the two bosses close to each other. Huh. I'm bringing it out, guys. My secret project this entire time. My hidden Kana. I did in fact make a Kana after all this time. Eventually, it took me a while to get convinced. It only took one bad star forcing event to make a Kana. I'll still stand by my thoughts and opinions on Kana, where I don't think you need one. But when you're in like the higher 260s, you only farm so much on your main. Like, I used to farm a lot off totem. Like, I would finish my totems within the first 2 weeks and then farm off totem for the experience, right? Because I was trying to push levels, but I came to the realization that levels don't really mean anything if your items are terrible. And yeah. Hey, at least you have another week of odds to do now that they extended the event a little bit more. What happened to Jett? I'm just finishing my weeklies. Easy money. My Jett's still going. I'm gonna train on my Jett after this. Villa. Yeah, I've been doing well. Just been farming on my Jett. And Kana whenever I have the coupons for it. I usually don't farm my Kana unless it's got 30-minute coupons. I don't like using the shorter than 30-minute coupons. Because I forget. I do like the 2.5 flaps every week or something. Or 3. The last hour I don't mind using 20s, but it feels kind of bad. Do I get caged as a Kana? I don't. I don't know where my other bind button is. See you, Swoopy. Thanks for coming. I'm gonna make sure my inventory has space as well. There's been times where I forget to store up my inventory and I don't pick up the boss crystal. I haven't done the pre-quest for this. Kana, we all know it's my Kana boss. I just happen to have a lot of drop and meso gear on it. Maybe I should charge domain first. What's the change of heart? I don't know. Kind of an easy character for me to make with my funding. Didn't cost very much. It got pretty lucky. It lined up nicely with a bunch of star forcing events as well, like 5, 10, 15 and that sort of stuff. Sorry, 30% off and what's the other event? DMT. I think I might die here. Problem with this is my summons will keep killing stuff and I barely see what I'm killing. Okay, that's what's this. Okay, that's good. Can't see. What's going on? 59 hours. am I picking up? Oh. Oh, I don't have me howling. Oh, I don't know how I survived that. Touched the fall like 3 times, I'm not sure how I didn't die. Sometimes it's okay to be an Australian. Oh, almost got knocked out of it. Oh, I didn't have mana. Why not have auto pot on this game? Why's my HP so low? Am I gonna get a pat mark on this game? Does it look like? Do CRA next. Also, Wind Archer? I think Wind Archer's a fine class. I think it's one of the nicer classes. But that's just my opinion though. Definitely a class that I would have considered playing as main. There's only one issue I have with it, that is the Hurricane. It doesn't let you move while using it. That's my main gripe with the class, but otherwise I think it's a full. I'll just say I don't really know how to play Kana very well, so you guys see me kind of like just pressing random buttons, that's exactly what I'm doing. I've just been told to press Tengu while using Shiki, and that's pretty much the extent of my knowledge. The hardest thing about this class for me is definitely the fact that it doesn't have stance. I hate it. Might attack. Oh, I forgot Holy Sim. Oh wait, no. It's on. I'll make sure I pick up the crystal. Yeah, it kinda wasn't too bad. It was very easy to level. I think, like, if you can get over the fact that it took more focus to play this class than I expected. I kind of expected it to be more brainless, but I keep forgetting how to I keep forgetting to put down my summons and stuff like that. I'm not too knowledgeable on regular server, so I can't really say. Though I don't imagine it'd be too hard to find a carry in most cases. I think nowadays in Maplestory, It's not uncommon for most people to have a guild, and in the guild, some number of people do at least CRA. Oh, I hope that doesn't split him. Alright, please don't tell me that. Now we're just gonna wait. It kinda has a lot of HP. The fact that they get damage off of their HP is kinda nice as well. Makes making gear a lot easier, because then you can settle on cheap gear. If I'm getting good kill, if I'm gonna get killed on any boss, it's gonna be fun. I can't see him. Mastery book. I finish up on these weeklies and go farm on my Jett. The question is, am I supposed to charge domain before the fight? I feel like I'm supposed to, but I don't really know what I'm doing. As a fresh character, I can't go wrong with just getting the EXP up. You don't make very much money until after like 220, like when you hit Latchland, that's when the maps get significantly better. So probably at the beginning, just get levels good. If you can make meso gear and stuff like that or make money, then go for it, but it's not like something that is easy to do early on, if that makes sense. Because you gotta get strong enough to actually kill stuff. That's where the levels help a lot. You can't really go wrong with getting more levels anyway. Why don't I use Bellflower? I'm not sure what hotkey that's on, to be honest. I don't know which barrier is which. There's Blossom Barrier. Bellflower is on my keyboard somewhere. I don't really know where it is. To be quite honest with you. I don't really know how to play Kana. And, well, how strong it is, honestly I'm a bit lazy. I just press domain when people tell me to, and then I hold down Vanquisher. That's my job. I'm just glad that the bosses I kinda are decently fast. Thank you. Glad you enjoyed the content. I hope I have good luck on 5, 10, 15 as well. Which boss do I have after this? Just Empress? That's it. 5 bosses. Oh, damage reflect. Any pink bean cups? Good. Go easy Empress. This boss still drops a good amount of souls, even though it's the easy route. would have thought that the souls would drop less, but it seems to be about the same pace as a normal Empress. I don't mind just doing easy. Where's my latency? I think it's like 250 to 300. Somewhere in that. Very typical OCE ping. It's without a VPN. Not ideal, but I'll check about it. I don't do a catchy in a fast time on my Kana. I don't like struggling that boss because it's quite annoying. And I haven't done the Princess No pre-quests on this character. And I don't think I'm gonna do that. Not today at least. Yeah, 200 is a... I don't really notice it because I haven't played on better. But it's a case of one of those things where once I play on better, then I don't think I'd be able to go back. So I kind of don't want to know. I think I'd have some dailies to do. You'll probably do my dailies. I think I have Fire Spirit. Or what I picked. Or arcane crystals. Oh, where is it? Oh, there we go. I finally maxed out my arcane symbols not too long ago. So I'm pretty happy I don't have to do those anymore. If it wasn't for the compensation that they gave us, like the extra 1,000 symbols, I'd still be doing Moras and Esfera. But I'm so happy now that I don't have to do it. I use a split? No, they're just anviled. Because I think it's funny. These are, it's all arcane stuff. Like all of it's arcane. It's just anviled. My character, I use the Absolute Lab cape. It's like part of my character's look anyway, so. Yeah, I am using 5 arcane. Press some buttons I don't think I was meant to press. On my boss Legion. Let's put that on. Legion. These days aren't too bad, but the next one's a bit more tedious. Yeah, the set changes that they're doing are gonna be really nice. Oops. It will help bridge the gap between 5 Absol and 5 Arcane. They can phase out some pieces. Instead of right now where you get your Arcane weapon, then you swap to Absol hat, and then pieces of Arcane, then you can't really use it properly because you lose out on that 30 boss damage. It's nice that they're adjusting the set bonuses. good for people that are trying to push their arcanes. Because right now it's you're pretty much Abso Lab until your 5 set. Unless you want to go that Abso Hat route. Yeah, the droplet buying thing is nice. I personally think that the droplets are a little bit too expensive. 50 mil per droplet's pretty expensive. Because that's like what, 10 bill for item? For a weapon or something? 10 bill for a weapon? 5 bill per item. It's pretty expensive. Oh. There you go. Yeah, I honestly kind of regret buying droplets in the earlier shops. But then again, we didn't know doing the droplet exchange the first time around that they brought it. And I bought out the arcane ones, like the green ones. Because I think around that time, you had to like make... If you out-leveled the area, which I did, I had to make a new character to farm droplets. And I really didn't want to do that, so I bought out the droplet store. But now that the droplet exchange is a thing, I don't really see the value in paying the 50 whatever, but it just depends on wherever you are in progression, I guess. How much are droplets in the regular service right now? I'm not too familiar with reg service. Hi, Bill. Is that higher than normal, or is it lower? I think I'm misunderstanding here. I see, super low. I see, so your income is gone. You're losing your income. Ah, I see. Yeah, that sucks. It's rough being a farmer sometimes. You're at the mercy of supply and demand. That's why I like Reboot sometimes. Don't need to worry about that. All my gains are from my own effort, or luck for that matter. Let's clean up the inventory real quick. Nope. Soldiers, and I might do my Cerberus dailies as well. Collecting those sparks. Been slacking on the sparks. I have any 15-minute coupons I can... have a lot. I'll just use it. Could have done it when I was in the other map. Extra D, can't go wrong. Get so much from this event as well. Don't feel too bad using it on just dailies. This event is actually pretty insane for training. Like the Fruitapalooza thing is nice. Get like that extra 10%. There's a custom title. Oh yeah, the Fruitapalooza Rune XP as well, which is really nice. And they give you so many coupons, like an hour and a half every day. It's crazy. The question is, do I want to farm on my Jett or my Kana? I want to train on my Jett just because I want the EXP, but at the same time my Kana has coupons you can use. I'm going to do one tonight because there's a maintenance at 12. It's my hotkey to take them down. Doesn't pull that many, unfortunately. Yeah, it doesn't have that great of a hitbox. Map's too big for it. Yeah, I can't use the other one, the other map's too small. I realized, imagine if that move pushed all your all the lucid golems in front of you. That'd be a good way to grief your teammates. Killed it, guys. I'm just that strong. Don't have any. Just trying to buff up while I'm here. These areas are pretty strong. Very tanky. You don't usually use this ship to mob, but it's nice in this area. Because the laser just like one-shots them. Very convenient. Only another 600 or so to go. What is everyone else doing? How are you guys doing? Alright, see ya, Redfield. Yeah, I didn't have that many options when it came to royalty-free music, so I just decided to use a lo-fi playlist. And I like it. It's chill. it goes well with pretty much a lot of things that I do as well. How many of you guys are stepping up for 5, 10, 15 this weekend? Oops, my game's frozen. The 22 a requirement? I don't think so. A lot of people have cleared like Black Mage without having all 22s. Like 22s are really nice, but it's not a requirement. But you still have to put in the effort because, you know, every bit of damage that you're missing, you have to play that much better, right? Like in theory, you can clear a lot of. I cleared Hard Lotus with most of my gear being like 17 star and 2 line, with like 1 or 2 20s. Right, but it took me like the full half an hour, right? So if I had like 22s, I can clear the same content just faster. You don't need 22s. I'm pretty happy settling with 21. I actually regret getting some items to 22 or even attempting to go 22 because it spent a lot of my money. And hitting 21 is significantly easier and cheaper than 22. And also, like, the way that I think about upgrading my gear is also the alternatives. Because going for a 22, like I said, can be pretty expensive. And with the same amount of money, I can fund any random character that I want straight to CRA level and have that clear CRA in like what, 20 minutes. Alright, and that's the sort of stuff that I enjoy doing. Like, I think it's fun to make CRA mills. So I have to think about that balance, like what other characters can I fund and what does it do for other characters. It's like when you're trying to push for like 22 star arcanes later down the track, like it's really expensive unless you get lucky. And this is not even taking into consideration like having the droplets and that sort of stuff. Yeah. My opinion is most people can be pretty happy with like all their items being 21 and their arcanes at like 17 or 18. If I can get most of my main gear to 21 star and my arcanes at 17, I reckon pretty happy. Very comfortable doing a lot of the content with that. But that might take a while. I don't count myself as very lucky when it comes to star forcing. So who knows, maybe I'll never reach it. Sodium dailies are so long, but I gotta do them because these symbols give a lot of stat. Gotta do it. What are your guys' favorite dailies, if you have any? I kind of missed doing Spirit Savior on my Jett. That was very fun. I don't like doing it on my Kana. I really hate Spirit Savior on my Kana. It doesn't feel good doing that daily on the teleport class. No matter how good the teleport class is, it just doesn't feel good. I also enjoy doing H-Muto. I have good memories with H-Muto. I remember progressing with a few friends, and we all hit 210 at the same time. Just doing H-Muto was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. But now it's just these burning Cernium and Cernium dailies is not very engaging. While I'm here though, almost done. Have a look at what my Tenebrous dailies are. Please don't give me the Labyrinth. It's reasonable. Where are these places? Foot core. Oh, MF2, isn't that a farming map? I've been slacking on these dailies. Should have been doing these more often. What I might do, totem after, then maybe spend the rest of the time on a farm or something. I don't know. This damn maintenance ruined my Thursday night. Just want to get money and then spend it one day. See how it goes. When did I make my farmer? Quite recently, maybe a month ago. My main issue was the thing that made me decide to make a Kana was mostly because I didn't want to train off totem. Because I was at a point where like I was spending a lot of time training off totem and my gear isn't very good. So rather than spending time off totem, I would just farm on my Kana, right? So I lose out on the EXP that I would have had, but I get the money. It's like that trade-off, right? Like EXP versus money. So I still use all my totems on my Jett, but instead of training off totem to push that extra bit of EXP, I'm spending more time on my Kana to get money. Because my gear is not very good. A lot of it is very meh. 1-6. Do people use this map to farm? I feel like I've seen people use this map to farm before, but... Oh, there's mesobags here. I guess people do farm here. Bit of a weird map to farm on though, because it's kind of long. Yeah. When I said I was on the no Kana gang, it was more like I didn't see the need for it at the time. Like, I could do most of the content that I wanted to do without a Kana, so I wanted to encourage people to like not go down that rabbit hole of like people saying, oh, you have to make a Kana to progress. Like, I didn't want people who were like in their early 220s or like 230s and stuff like that and being like discouraged and being like, oh, this game's too hard, I need a Kana, right? Because the amount of investment that you put into a Kana is basically like making a second main. And at that point, you might as well just main Kana. Because if you are in that level range, like that 220, 230 level range, and you feel like you're stuck on gear, and you feel like your solution is a Kana, I don't really have much to say other than like, you're in for a rough time. Because if you can't get out of that mindset on your main, you're not going to make a farming Kana. This is just how it is. It sounds kind of rude to say that, but the people who get stuck at that level and who are sure that they can only progress with a Kana is yeah, I think it's a little bit silly. If you guys are in the chat and you're not sure if you want to make a Kana or something, like, the first question you have to ask yourself is, do you actually even use your totems? Like, if you don't use all your totems per month, you don't need a Kana, because your totems are your money on your main. These are equivalent to money, right? Grab some Legion coins. Yeah, I don't have anything against Kana. I just didn't see I didn't see a point in investing in a Kana, like, at that time. Because I got more out of investing in my main. But I hit that point where I'm just run out of totems, so going back a few steps, investing in a Kana to use that to farm for myself. Here, good. My links are set. Any Legion guys here? No. The hardest part about training for me. I just have so much stuff in my inventory. I really hate this new event just because a lot of stuff you can't drop. I still don't have my chair. Check this out. I have like 11 copies of number 5 and I haven't hit the chair. I'm never getting the chair. I really want that chair. Looks nice. Checking my drop gear. I always forget something. Fine. I guess I'll use these in a minute. Then I have this one. I have the 15-minute ones for another time, that's fine. And then I have acquisition. Yeah. What's the upcoming event mentioned in the title? 5, 10, 15? Yes, so when you Star Force your items, on 5, 10, 15, it's a 100% chance of succeeding when you are at 5 stars, 10 stars, and 15 stars. So a lot of my gear is sitting at 15 stars. So this event is really cheap to get that free star to 16, and then you only need to try one time in theory to get to 17. And 17 is where a lot of my gear is going to stay for a long time, and it's good value. So if your gear is not 17 star, this is probably one of the better events, if not the best event. Right, now I need to hope that I don't crash now that I think about it. Oh, if I crash, I crash. Go look for a map. So around this time, I think there's a fair number of people farming, so... Oh. Flipping the totem. I'm gonna have the BA running at the bottom. Now I keep track of my time. Oh, my mesos even. So if I can get a guess on how much XP I'm getting per second and how much meso I'm making per minute, then at least I know I have the right gear on. I'm surprised I got a channel 6 as well. It's one of the better channels. Helps that I play on Australian time, and it's coming close to a maintenance as well. I just need to make sure I put on my coupons every once in a while. 11 AM for you? Right now it's almost 8:30 PM. 11 AM. It's on a hotkey. Don't need to open my thing. I'm on 0 droplets in my inventory, so that should be fun. See how many I get. How's today? Today's good. Yeah, today's pretty chill. Just sucks that there's maintenance on. Yeah, I'm Eastern Australian. East Coast Australia. Right, looks like my gear is in the right spots. XP looks about right, and my money looks about right. And thus begins 2-hour session farm. Very good. I actually quite like farming. I find it very therapeutic. And I have a good crowd today. I haven't streamed in a while, so I figured why not. Being re-inspired after watching some other Twitch streamers, and we're all just farming, so why not? But I made sure to at least do something interesting at the beginning. Did a little bit of bossing, if you guys missed that. I think you can actually rewind this live. It's pretty good with that. Just don't go to the beginning, because I definitely did not die out to Chaos Echo. Meso rate, yeah, I think it's somewhere like 12, 13 mil per minute. Yeah, I've been going at it on my Jett for a while. I've been pretty consistent on my Jett. I think it's crazy to me because like when I started streaming this Jett, it was like 150, 160, something like that. And then I remember telling people, oh, I'm maining Jett now. This is my main. And then a lot of people were taking the piss. They're like, there's no way that you're maining Jett. That was like one of the most common questions I got. It's like, are you actually maining Jett? And then I was thinking to myself, no, I'm definitely not maining it. I'm just been playing it very consistently over the last 3-4 months. But no, I just enjoyed the class. What can I say? like that I'm playing a class that isn't very popular. I think that adds a lot of fun to it because it's like uncharted territory in a sense, right? There's only a few other Jetts that in the high levels that have cleared a lot of content. One of them, Gengdu, he's liberated his Genesis weapon and his Jett, which is really sick. But he's like the only one so far that's done something like that. So we're all kind of just waiting for who's second. My knowledge, I don't think any of the other ones have done it, but I know a lot of the others are pushing. There's been at least 2 or 3 of them that have prepped for Black Mage. I'm still quite a bit away from it, unfortunately. But I do look forward to attempting Black Mage, like a fun boss. So maybe in like 3 or 4 months you'll see me attempt Black Mage. I will probably stream it as well. There's that to look forward to. It's still crazy to me that like I streamed pretty much my entire progress on my Jett on this channel. Because I have long deleted a lot of the videos that I've recorded, all the streams, but they all get saved on my channel and I can always come back to them. It's really cool having like a log of all the stuff that I did, other than like the training. There's only so much training that you can stream. Yeah. Jett is an interesting class to me for that aspect as well. It's like it doesn't have a lot of the typical tools that some of the better classes have. Like for one, this class doesn't have an iframe. So that adds a lot of interesting gameplay, I guess. Because when I do bosses like hard loaders, there's a lot of situations where you have to outplay the mechanics. You can't just say, oh man, I got bad luck and a train fell on my head. You can't use that as an excuse on this class because it's gonna happen, and you have to be able to outmaneuver those situations. And I found it really fun. Like when I was going for my herbicide, there was a lot of time and effort, like just practicing and understanding how to move my character. And I struggled a lot, honestly. But then I had a lot of the other Jetts help me. Just learning from those guys, it was quite fascinating. Everybody's movement style is different with this class, because the class is very mobile, not a lot of options. But picking the best options is the hard part. I wonder how much money I can make off a totem. Actually, I'm on a good channel for once, so see if I can hit that 800 an hour mark, but I kind of doubt it. Expecting closer to like 720 an hour. I think that's kind of why I like training Elimina. The money. Your EXP bar barely moved. Seeing the mesoscope is really... I guess you're right. For me, it's definitely... I like taking a challenge. I like playing class because it's weaker. I like it because it doesn't have good typical class gameplay. It's very mobile for that matter. It's just a nice class in general. I like, honestly, the main thing I like about it is just how mobile it is. The class basically never stops moving, even in bosses. Like, you're always like holding your hurricane, and then it's one of the few classes that can like jump while attacking all the time. So your DPS uptime's like 100%. It's so satisfying to me. Maybe after this totem, I'll give a go at Hard Lotus, because I haven't cleared that boss this week. I mean, it's just reset, right? From the short nap, been like 30 minutes. Isn't it like late for you? You should be asleep. Time for me to get a voice modulator. I can hide my voice. Very full coverage. Logging up my ability to pick up familiars. Ego when. I mean, a bit late for that. My entire channel has been very much in the guy's voice. Is this where I branch out and get new members into the channel? Get other people to produce their own content? But it's just me in other personas. That's a genius move. To do that. Which... Oh, you're right. If I do that, then I can have entire conversation to myself. That'd be a bit weird though, I think. It's a little bit sad. Hey, I'm doing very well. Having a good time training. Very nice. I'm almost caught in ambulance. Oh. Big plans for 5, 10, 15? I guess so. As big as 20 bill can go, I guess. I don't think 20 bill will stretch very far, but we can hope. I feel like any amount of money below like 50 won't progress my character very far, but I can't help but spend money. It's quite bad. Keep spending my money every time I see it. Also, Arcus stream when? I guess when it happens. I don't think I'll hit 270 anytime soon. I think by the end of the month I might be like halfway to 269, 270, not sure. Funny that. Slow. Sounds like a me problem. Yes, 100%. I've got those paper hands, man. Those paper hands. I see money in my inventory, and then I just want to spend it, and then I'm like, oh, I'll just spend a small amount, and then I spend everything. I said earlier in the stream, I kind of did that. I flamed some of my stuff. I was like, I'll just buy 3 bill worth. That's it. I'm gonna scratch that gambling itch, you know? I spent 3 bill. And then that 3 bill became 20 bill. Then I was back at 0. And then I was like, okay, gotta stop that. Let's farm again. Farmed it up again. Then I was like, a little bit of cubing can't hurt. 1 bill cubes became 20 bill, and then we're back at 0. It just happens. I don't know where my money goes. It just appears. Get it? Every time I spend 1 bill, it just becomes all my money. It almost happened again today. You can see the 28 flames on the left there. That was meant to be 1 bill for fun flames, and that quickly became 3 really fast. Really fast. But if I didn't spend any of those money, would be like on 60 or 70 bill right now. But oh well, it was fun. I enjoy spending my money. Money is farm to be spent after all, right? But yeah, I'm just hoping that my 20 or so, that's my goal. With that 20 bill, I'm hoping to get most of my gear to 17 at the very least, and any spares, hopefully some things can go 21. Hopefully. But based off of what I experienced on the previous event, you can get robbed real quick. I had a rough time with my arcane weapons. I mean my arcane items. I think according to the calculator, there's an average of 2 bill every 17, like 15. You get from 15 to 17. Average of 1 bill, 1.2 bill, but each of them cost me like 3 or 4. It was rough. I felt very robbed. What should have only costed 5 bill costed me 10 to 12. Very sad. I failed the 30% like almost 20 times, and each try is like 300 mil or something. It's not cheap. Because arcanes rob you real good if they fail. Yeah, if only I could be like 3. I haven't seen a 20 star in a long time, and the one time I saw it, it blew up trying to go for 21. Rough. But, yeah. I still have XP to farm, so at the end of the day, still gonna have a pretty steady income. But my main issue with farming right now is that I can't play my other characters. Like, I can't really progress my Bowmaster, can't really play on like Arcana. I really gotta do arcane dailies on that, but I just gotta farm. But it's whatever, I don't mind. Not as much variety, and I feel like I'm on a deadline. But yeah, we're chilling. You know what, I don't actually feel too bad about this 20-minute coupon stuff now that I think about putting on a hotkey. I think for me, I hate it because I have to open my inventory and hotkey. Bad. Just need to remember to press the button, I guess. Remember in the next 20 seconds I can press that button. Guess it's not too bad if I miss it by a few seconds. As long as it's not fine. I hate it when my PC 5 to 10. Our main question now is, if I have spare money, do I put it on my Bowmaster? Because I did say that I wanted to do some upgrades on that character, but not sure how I'm going to allocate my resources. I don't want to over allocate on that. I have goals on other characters. You know, contrary to popular belief, I do still play my Paladin. It's actually getting there. It's got full Absolab. I'm waiting to transfer all the stuff over. Got all set superior. Nice spot. So if I wanted to push that for levels, I'm actually quite ready. I wonder how much money it will make. Totem. I don't expect very much out of it. Even if I can make like 600 or 700, I might actually play that more. 1+. For those who are here that have watched the Paladin series, would you guys be interested in an update? It's been quite a while. I think people would be interested in that. It's a little bit outdated. I think it'd be a good filler content because it might take me a little bit of time to make the next part of Bowmaster. It'd be fun to maybe just do something like... I reckon it honestly could probably do Lomin after I get the Absol stuff. And I think about it, might actually be able to solo Lotus. I honestly think it's stronger than my hero. My hero can do at least Lotus and Damon. But again, it's just resources, right? I gotta flame all the gear, move it all up, all that good stuff. Arcane dailies on it. Oh. Many things. Pace looks like I'm making about 750, a little bit under 750. I'm pretty happy with that. hardest part about for me, remembering to be some after you change them out. Making sure actually. This is very comfortable. I don't look forward to Icana getting to Bridge, but I do look forward to it getting to Limina. I really like 1.5, like this map I'm in, I really like this map. It's very comfortable. I mean, the right hand side has a bit too many platforms, but I can't complain that much. Lag there. Buy 122 star gear. That's probably the way to go. Star forcing the 22 is not fun. Cannot wait for 5.10.15 though. By the end of this, I should be on about 18.5 bill, and then if I do a few more totems, then I should be pretty happy with what I can get. Make about what, 1.5 to 1.4 with Legion and Wealth. Now, Legion. Probably close to 1.2, 1.1. We'll be pretty happy with that. Five, 10, 15? Ah, yes. 5, 10, 15 is an event where you get a guaranteed star when your gear is at 5, 10, or 15. So in other words, it's a very easy way to get 17. So what you can do is before the event, you can get your gear, do 15 star, and then get that free star to 16, and then safeguard the 17. And for most people, it's a pretty big upgrade. Also really nice if you're using like 12 star gear, or you're getting ready to switch to Chaos Rudibus or Absolab. Because what you can do is you can transfer Pencilia gear over very easily. The idea is like you get your Pencilia to 15, and then on the event you push it up to 16 for free, basically, because the event is guaranteed 16. And then you can transfer that to your CRA, so that way it goes to 15, and you don't have to do that dance back to 15. Because 15 is a stopping point, right? It doesn't go below 15 unless it blows up. It's like a super nice event for most players, like almost everybody who's like missing stars will like this event. It's very good. Maybe I should make a video on star forcing events. This is something that like some people have asked for, and I think the knowledge is not really. It feels like it's not really everywhere. I see a lot of people like cubing their Absolab to legendary before getting it to 15 star, and it's so rough, in my opinion. Because if you get your Absolab to legendary and you like your pot, you're kind of forced to safeguard it to 15, and it's so expensive. Like safeguarding in general is so expensive. I don't know. Maybe I should. You guys reckon that'd be useful? What are your thoughts? Star forcing guide. How to use events. This has been something in the back of my mind for a while, and a lot of my friends have suggested it. Just never really got around to it. What's my meso rate? According to my battle analysis in front of me, I'm making about 380. Let's round it to 280 every half an hour. So that's like 760 every hour. But realistically, it's probably closer to 740 an hour. Meso percentage, I have 100% on my gear, which is the cap for your accessories and stuff like that. And then I have the rest of the slots is item drop, right? My inner ability is 19% meso, I believe. Ideally it should be 20, but I've given up on using miracle circulators, and I don't want to use my honor on it. I think my IA is pretty much set until I'm done training on this character. Because I've got, what, 19 meso, 8 boss deck, 13 item drop. Like, I don't think I'm touching that for a while. So yeah, so I've got the 19 on my IA, and then I have 4% from my level 200 Phantom. That puts it at 123. And then I have Legion and Wealth Acquisition on. I don't know how much that adds, but yeah, I don't think they add. It's not additive, so I'm not too sure. But those are the buffs I'm using. But yeah, I think a lot of people make better rates than me. I kind of just loot as I go. It's not very efficient. But knowing me, if I had like a loot timer, I'd forget anyway, so I'm happy just being comfortable. I'm okay losing rates for being comfortable. That's kind of my mentality with this sort of stuff. Especially if I'm doing this for hours, right? When you farm, it's probably better to be comfortable than it is to be hyper-focused or something. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but it's not my playstyle. Making 500 an hour in Arcana would increase Gonna Sell Us. See, the way that the Meso rate works is that it depends on how fast you kill things, right? The more things that you kill, the more bags will drop and the more money you'll get. So it's going to come down to whether or not the map in Celis, are you going to be killing more or less the same number of mobs. If you're going to be killing the same number of mobs at the same rate, then you're going to make about the same. On this map, the mob count is quite high, so that's why my rates are quite good. Oh, well, I consider it good for my standard at least. But on smaller maps, I'm thinking like CLP in Arcana, right? That map doesn't have that much spawn, so the money rates would be lower. I don't think there's a obvious increase in Meso in most cases though. Depends on your class though. If your class can just clear the whole map, you just want to go for the biggest map you can find and just full clear it, right? That's the theory. CLP best map, maybe for regular, not for reboot. It's not very good for reboot. I'll let them tell you otherwise. It's lazy, I'll say that much. It's quite good if you don't want to move around, but you won't get the best rates there. Yeah, you could do what I'm doing right now, which is run a battle analysis. You can see at the bottom here, it's just the expanded battle analysis. It's a hotkey inside the game, and you can time yourself going for like 10-20 minutes or like however long, and then if you run that a few times, you'll be able to get a good sample. Like for a while I was training in 2.5 and I was getting pretty similar rates to 1.5, so I just decided to stick here because I didn't want to compete with a popular map. So I was okay losing very little to gain a lot of comfort in getting a good map. Okay. Doesn't hurt to do some battle analysis here and there. It's more effort, but if you're fine optimizing your time, then I'd recommend it. You can even just be really lazy and just like do a 5-minute battle analysis. I know a lot of people are really against that, but if you just want a feel for how much you can make, then that's probably enough. Yeah. I don't have a very strong opinion on like farming in general, just because it's like I find a lot of people take it a little bit too seriously. Some people say things like, if I'm on a channel 25, they're gonna say, oh, that's a terrible channel, get off that channel, why are you farming on the channel? I'd rather not farm. But for me, it's, I don't know, if I feel like it, I'm just gonna train. I'd rather get something than nothing. Same goes for rates. If I look at my rate and it's like better than 600 an hour, then I'm happy with it. 600 an hour is like my baseline, just because that's how much my Kana can make by basically sleeping. So whatever I do on my Jett, I just want to at least beat that. Right, that's exactly it, right? When people say, why you're not farming in the Prime channels, everybody on a Prime channel is there because they know it's a good one. So their rates are really good. But then if everybody's going for it, how are you going to get in? You're going to get kind of lucky. Like for me, like I'm on channel 6. I don't know if that's a good channel, but it feels nice. If this was a Prime channel and it's taken, then like, then what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to just wait and hope the guy DCs? Or do I just suck it up, go to channel 23 and farm at slightly worse rates? So whatever. I think the best advice regarding the channels is just be aware of which ones are typically better than others. And if you get it, great. But if you need a farm or you want to make money, then you can just take whatever you can get, right? Nothing wrong with making like 50 mil less an hour, who cares? In the grand scheme of things, you're still going to be killing the same amount of mobs, you're just not going to be doing it as fast. Like some of my friends will tell me, oh, stay in OS2 as long as you can, because you can make 1.2 bill an hour, it's OP, best map in Latchlet. I'm just thinking to myself, well, the number of mobs I'm going to kill is going to still be the same. Right, to get that 1.2 bill doesn't matter if I do it slowly or I do it quickly. Does it actually matter in the long term? Probably not. I mean, if I valued my time at 1.2 bill an hour, then maybe, but I don't. What's different about the channels? Some channels are laggier than others. You find like the channels that have an MVP train typically are laggier than the non-MVP train channels. Because there's more people on it, right? It puts a bit more stress on that channel. It's more obvious when you're doing bosses. For example, hard will or normal will for that matter. The test gets hella desynced if your channel's laggy. And it can really mess you up, especially in phase 3 where it's ping defended. So when I train or farm, I typically try to avoid the MVP channels. But even then, sometimes I sit on the MVP channels because it's fast to get to them. So, you win some, you lose some. For the most part though, I think most people won't really notice a difference in the channels. Like if I never knew about it, I don't think I would ever notice. It's one of those things where like somebody had to really show me that there was a difference. You can kind of feel it, but as an Australian, I don't really. Everything's laggy to me. So it's whatever. Not that big of a deal. I'm sure there's a list somewhere. If you tried hard enough, you'll find a list of like channels that are quote unquote better than others. I know some channels are quite notoriously bad though. In Reboot Channel 5 it's pretty awful. And it's one of the more obvious examples because I tend to have bigger lag spikes on that channel and I've crashed more on that channel than any other one. I kept a mental tally for that particular channel, Channel 5. Very bad for Reboot. There's a reason why all the high level maps, like if I went to Channel 5 on this map, I reckon I could find burning on it. And this map doesn't usually get burning. So 1.5 is a very, oh maybe not very, but quite popular map. But now that burning Sonium's a thing, not as crowded. I've been following the series, cleared 3 doors for the first time. Congrats, dude. Very happy for you, man. What should you be trying for the CRA items? What I would recommend is if your CRA items are not legendary, so if they're like anything lower than legendary, even unique, I would try to 15-star Pencilia overalls and hats because you can transfer the stars onto them. So the idea is you get for example, let's talk about the hat. Get that hat to 15-star, maybe put an epic potential on it if you have access to one, and then on the 5, 10, 15 Sunday, you get the hat to 16, and then you transfer that onto your CRA. That way you don't need to safeguard, because if you've just cleared it, you don't have any spares. So if you wanted to Star Force your CRAs, you would have to safeguard them, which feels bad and is very expensive, so you're okay blowing up blowing up Penciliers. It's like whatever, you just get more, right? They're not too hard to get. Most bosses drop them, mobs drop them, everything drops Penciliers and we all hate it. Yeah, probably that. So 2 overalls to 15, a hat to 15, even a weapon if you are prepping for the weapon as well, and get it to 15, and then on event get it to 16 and swap it onto your CRA, and then get the CRA to 16. Easy peasy. That's what I do on all my bossing characters. Like I go for the 15 on the Pencilia and then I go 16 on the event and transfer it across. I just really don't like spending money on safeguarding. That's what I try to avoid. Oh, I'm desynced on my coupon by a minute. I was doing so well. But regardless, you definitely want to take advantage of it. If you have the money, try to get your CRAs to 17 star. 17 star gives an insane amount of value, and at that point you can feel pretty good cubing it up to legendary from there. If you've already cubed it up to legendary, then probably have to safeguard it if you don't have spares. But yeah, because unique is not too bad to get from epic, so you won't feel too bad running it over. But legendary is a bit expensive. Later down the track, once you try to push past 17 stars, you won't need to worry about that strategy because you'll have plenty of spare CRA, so even if it blows up. You can see for me, on my Jett, I've been doing CRA for a while now, and I'm on almost 300 of each item, as in like of the tokens or whatever, and that's more than enough hats to eventually get it to 22 later down the track. But early on, go for a Pencilia transfer. This goes for anybody who's doing it for Absolab as well. You can do that with the 150 items, and you can use Pencilier to transfer to 150 items, and then those 150 items onto Absolab. Saves you the safeguarding cost. Best advice: potential is scam. Absolutely. It's one of those pieces of advice you really hate hearing. It's fun to cube. It's so fun to cube. But you get so much more value out of Star Force than cubing. Cubing feels so good because you can't really go wrong with it. Worst case, you gain 0 compared to Star Force where you blow up your stuff and lose stars. Feels bad. But Star Force gives you so much more. I would rather be in full 17 star, all in rare, than full legendary, all in 12 star. For sure. Not even close. The extra attack you get from Star Force is insane. So much value. Eventually you do have to cube your stuff, of course, but Star Forcing to 17 gives you so much value. If you don't have 17, it's a very good aim for. Alright, let's see how many droppers I've made so far. 1. No, 1. Hate to see it. Okay, let's see. How many stones? 16. Too bad. I just realized it's using this stack of my EXP coupons, not this stack. One expires tomorrow. How do I change it so then it takes the other stack? Oh well. Guess I'll just... Even if it expires, it's whatever. This event gives so many coupons, it doesn't matter. Via 17 and 22 common goals. The 17 is the first milestone because for most players it is the safest star. It's because 17 is the last star that you can get with a safeguard. And with 5, 10, 15, you technically only have one try at it. You only need to try once to get the 17 star, and it's mostly guaranteed. It just costs some money, but it is guaranteed. So a majority of players, I'd say like probably 90% of players will stop a lot of the gear at 17. And then for the other 10% of people, if not lower, will go for 22, which is the highest star you can get without a ridiculous cost to go to the next star. Like the success chance from 22 to 23 is like 3% or something like that. So basically nobody goes for it unless you're like done with your gear or you're trolling or you're just having a laugh. You don't go for 23. Yeah, absolutely, Bill. I agree with that. That's a good thing to add as well. If you don't have epic gear, you can roll occult cubes on 120 gear to get to epic. It's much cheaper because the 120 gear reroll cost is super cheap. That's a good strat if you guys don't have epic potential scrolls. Thankfully now nowadays though the events tend to give you a good source of epic potential scrolls, so it's not too bad. Not this event, but the previous two even had a good amount of epic pot scrolls, which was nice. And they were transferable too, which is crazy. I believe Nexon actually made it better for us. I swear there were some events where the epic pot scrolls weren't transferable. It was so sad. Personally, I don't do the transfer method. Sorry, the 120 cube to epic thing. Just because I'm lazy, but if you really want to avoid doing View Garden, you have a lot of occults running around. Or like you don't have any bosses of the scrolls. It's not bad. Rich boy problems. No, I wouldn't really call myself rich. More like lazy. It is a good use of occult cube. At some point you just have more than you can spend. Like, how many do I have on this character? Or like, just on this character over like 10,000 occult cube. What am I going to use it? What am I going to use it for? Use 10,000 occults for. And I have a couple thousand more in my storage. I should probably drop them. I don't really need that many occults. I don't see myself playing enough mules to use it for either. Taking up his space. Halfway through Totem. Going pretty smoothly, very comfortable so far. Guys' favorite maps to train on. You guys have any? I'm a big fan of this map. I like Side Path for my Kana. I'm pretty fond of Celis in general. I think the color aesthetic is nice. I did not like Bridge or Labyrinth. Too doomy and gloomy for me. Too grey. Or like sad looking. Aiming to 18 star new monocle, then hopefully 21 reinforced rings with 3 spares. Yeah, that was good. I really hate the Sweetwater ones because when you blow them up, it just feels so bad because the Commercy runs are like painful. Like I recently got back into doing Commercy in general. I don't miss it. I didn't want to come back there, but I'm at that point where I might have to start pushing stars on them. Hope you, those goals. I bought a reinforced ring as well, because I might try to push it up to 18 or 19, but we'll see if it blows up along the way. I think for my accessories, I'm going to try and roulette them. Just going all in seems like fun, but very expensive. I'm going to try my best to not get tempted to tap them. But knowing me, I'm gonna blow them up back down to 15 anyway. Feels bad being a 15-star gamer. At 260. 267 even. I think for me, it's going to come down to managing my own expectations of what I can achieve. I have half a mind to full send items, but at the same time, full sending sounds like a good way to not make any gains. Letting is probably the smartest thing to do. I have like 15 items that are at 15 star at the moment. I think this 5, 10, 15 is going to be a huge game. I just really hope all of them get to 15 or 17 in a good amount of meso. Don't want to get scammed. Coupons in 5 minutes. Yeah, remember. Buff my funds. I feel like I have enough, more than enough meso. Don't allow us to star. Yeah, that's the hard part, picking the next thing to work on. I'm assuming you don't want to push your commercy that far, you don't want to push for 19 or anything. Because that seems like the natural step, right? But at the same time, it's expensive. When should someone start working on drop gear? In my opinion, like, I'm trying to think from like a early game player perspective. I consider anything before soloing Lotus and Damien early game. As long as your chances are to be able to do those bosses up to that point, you're probably gonna get your accessories to legendary eventually anyway. Like your boss gear accessories. Let's have a look at mine, for example, right? I have like Zakum face, Split Water Tattoo at 12 star, some boss accessories. So this could be a Mechanator. I do have a Mechanator pendant as well, and then some event rings, right? Horntail ring, Kana ring, some event rings. You know, like pretty accessible stuff. Once you eventually get that gear to legendary, and you have good enough damage to take on bosses anyway, then I would consider going for drop gear. That's my opinion. You just want to get it as early as possible because you're going to be pushing levels in general, right? When you play Maplestory, levels are like a big part of it. So as long as it doesn't affect your ability to boss, I think you're fine to try to change your potentials from stat to drop meso. Yeah, I agree with Tekkel here. Like the nodes are very big. Like the more nodes that you can get your hands on. Like this event gives you random amounts of nodes from the Gachapon. There's a lot of event shops in other events where you can buy nodes. That compensates for your damage. So you can transfer your gear into drop gear earlier. But basically what I'm saying is as soon as you can, it's a good gain. You'll make it back, it'll pay itself off. Like I said, I'm using a Zakum eye accessory still for my meso gear. I made this when I was like level 200, and I'm now like 260 something. It's months, almost a whole year of training. It pays itself off. Obviously, you probably want to use something better than an eye accessory. That's a Zakum one, but you get my gist. Whatever you decide to use. Black Bean Mark is probably smarter than using a Zakum one, but it's not affecting my damage at the moment because the rest of my gear at this level compensates for it. Yeah, pretty good totem. I mean, pretty good first hour at the moment. I made a little under 760 an hour. The next hour is going to be a little bit lower because I'm probably getting an E-boss fight soon. But that E-boss is going to be like 2 minutes of waiting for it to go away. There you go. A little under 260 coins. 760. Pro? Nah, I don't know about pro. I'm a grinder. Just macking mobs for money. Nothing pro about this. A slave to my own wallet. Back high. Good to see you around. Are the OG viewers of quite nice seeing names of the people who from a while ago. You get to flex your what is that now? Is that an Arcana symbol now? I can't tell. Looks like an Arcana symbol next to your name. Long time viewer. Yeah, I noticed that you took a break, yeah. Being re-inspired, come back. Sometimes all you need is a bit of a break. Game sucks sometimes. Especially when you blow up everything. I've been there before. Sometimes you just need to have a big old sulk. And then you'll feel better. Such as life. Whatever character I'm working on, because I find that I get burnt out if I'm just working on that character, at least in terms of content making. And one of the things I wanted to make was a video on Ana farming, or more specifically why I think that people don't need a Kana. I don't know, it bothers me a lot more than it should. And I really dislike how people really encourage each other to make a Kana farmer, and like that's the key. That's the secret to reboot. Make a Kana, and all your problems go away. No, not really how this game works. I have a lot of gripes with that notion. I could rant on about that. There's so many things wrong with that statement. I don't even know where to begin. How do you get Absolab? You gotta. There's two parts to Absolab gear. You gotta beat Damien and Lotus. Both of them drop their cores. This is one of them. This Twisted Stigma Stone, and then this Grade S Energy Core. So you need those, and then you need to do Dark World Tree weeklies and Scrapyard weeklies. They're in the gold light bulb. Dark World Tree and Haven. So those two weekly missions that you can do to get the other part. So you got to beat the boss and then do the weeklies, and then NPCs in the main towns. And you'll be able to exchange those two in conjunction with each other to get Absolute. Did my Meso problem go away after syncing everything built into it? My Meso problems got alleviated. The problem isn't the amount. The problem is the setting up for a Kana is a lot steeper than a lot of people make it out to be. That's what it is, right? Like, think about it like this. There's a lot of people. I don't know what the average level is for Maplestory, but I can guarantee you that the amount of people that are below 230 is like 90% of the player base. 90% of the player base are 230 and below it. And these general players don't have resources or the access to resources to make a Kana farmer in a reliable amount of time. So they end up making that their main because that's what it becomes, right? It's an overinvestment for these people. That's why I really hate the notion of telling people to make Kana farmers until they're like at least 250. How do I get the default damage skin? This was from an event a long while back. I don't think you can get it anymore. They haven't brought it back yet, unfortunately. It's from the Fairy Bros a long while back. I remember working, when I say working, I mean, I remember logging in every single day for like 3 months to get this. And you know what? No regrets. Looks nice. Very, very clean. One of my favorite damage skins for sure. I hope they bring it back. I think there's another one in this upcoming Fairy Bros. Yeah. They usually have a unit skin every event now. Like, since Awake. Awake had one. The Rise. Was it right? No, Hotel Maple had one? There's been a lot of unit skins since then. The Fairy Bros one, I think, is a unit damage skin as well. Last one. You can get this one. I don't know how I feel about this one. It's a bit edgy for me. Now they're doing a quest vid for Jett. Yeah, I can do that. If people are interested. I think the Die Hunt one might be the one he's talking about. I'm not too sure. I didn't really participate in this event, honestly. I spent most of my time farming. I found this event to be a bit bland. And I didn't really like being forced to do PQs and PvP. I say PvP, but it's really just AFKing together. I didn't want to wait around. I just did the first tree, got the EXP buffs, and that's about it. Feel hard stuck on my Nightwalker, and at the moment I feel like I don't make enough messes to cube. So my regards to that statement is, for people who feel like they're stuck, their main priority should be being able to do weekly bosses. I think that's the priority. If you can comfortably clear, let's say, 3 doors, Chaos Sacrum, Easy Empress. What else? What else am I missing? Basically up to all the bosses up to C-Vel, right? That's an extra 500 or so mil a week on top of doing things like Ursus, Maple Tour, and all that sort of stuff, right? Maple Tour gives you like what, 300 mil a week, give or take, and Ursus gives you, let's say 750 a day. Oh, sorry, 75 a day for Ursus, right? So most players, if they can kill up to that boss, that's like 1.5 bill to 1 bill a week. I think with that amount of money, if you invest it wisely, you will gradually make the gains required to be able to farm. And when I say farm, I mean doing what I'm doing in front of you now. It's like training on your maps, picking up all the meso bags and making good money off that. You can see that here, like, some of you guys might not like this, but this is how I make my money. Just by training, just hitting things. I'm just picking up everything I see. This is my main income. So if you can get your gear to become drop meso gear, it makes your training a viable source of income. It just takes some time to get started, but I got my Jett started in the same way. I only had an income of about 1 bill a week, and I got it to this point, right? Like, I didn't do anything special. I just kind of put my head down, hoped that I got tier ups when I needed it, tried to wait for events whenever, and just try to save, right? Gradually get to that point. There's no trick to it. Getting stuck is just how it is when your income is low. And it's going to be like that early on because you start leveling pretty fast and the mobs get tougher, but you're not getting as strong as you are leveling. Nothing wrong with it, being stuck. That's how it is. The 215 at the moment. I think your main priority at 215 is probably work on your arcane symbols. Try to be diligent on your arcane symbols. You can't make it for Ursus time. I didn't make Ursus time for quite a while as well, because I'm an Australian player. I'm just going to assume you're Australian too, because you're in, you're in the stream, but the main income for you would probably be like daily bosses, like do as many daily bosses as you can, and try to do your Maple Tour. And that should net you still like 400, 500 mil a week. And if I were you, I would try to invest it in arcane symbols whenever you can. Arcane symbols are a big source of damage in there. It's a free resource in a sense. What do you think class is the easiest to play? I can just tell you the popular ones. Like the easiest one everyone will tell you probably be Kana. Kana has a skill called Kishin that allows you to basically play on double EXP permanently. To put it simply, it plays on boosted EXP rates because it increases the spawn, gives you more EXP, it's a summon, class is good. Kana's very solid. Other than that, there's a lot of other popular classes like Adele, which is, I think this might be the second popular class at the moment. Very good, very strong. Then you have slightly more complex classes like Hoyong, which I think is very good. They have a lot of mobbing potential. Or you can be like me and play a Jett. Play one of the worst bossing classes, but I think it's fine. Hey Squishy. Welcome to the stream. Be a Blaster if you want to ruin your hands. I actually think Blaster is really strong. I got my Blaster to 200 really comfortably, like it wasn't even star forced. I thought it was very overpowered. Your Legion buff stack if I have 10 counters, I get 60 plus damage. No, I wish. No. You'll get the Legion bonus of the highest level one, but they will still count towards your Legion level. So in theory, you can get to 8k Legion with 40 level 200 counters, technically, but you only get the bonus from one of them, from your highest level one. Late happy birthday? Yeah, my birthday was 4 months ago. But thank you. I did remember to update that. If Legion buffs stacked, I think a lot of people would go for some of the higher value ones. Ana being one of them, Demon Avenger, boss damage, IED ones, a bunch of Phantoms. I can imagine everyone just having a bunch of Phantoms just to get that extra meso. Like, imagine the meta being 8k Legion and all of them are Phantoms. 40 Phantoms. 40 by 4, 160% meso. The math, it works out. I mean, if you can be bothered making 200, like making 40 level 200 Phantoms, you kind of deserve it. Deserve it. Yeah. Unfortunately, the Phantom only gives you 4% meso at level 200. It's not that big of a game, but yeah, every bit of meso counts. I complain with, 40 extra meso every 1,000. That means every 10,000, that's 400. Then it keeps going. Adds up long term. Quite negligible when you're just doing a totem. I pushed my Phantom to 200 quite recently for a similar video. Video of a guy with AK Legion, all of them are Beast Tamers. That's not the craziest thing I've heard, but that's very... I admire the passion for Beast Tamer there. A lot of Beast Tamers. Yeah, Legion is definitely a huge bonus, but I don't think it's kind of funny to say this, but I don't encourage people focusing on Legion. I think Legion is just one of those things that come naturally as you play, because I would rather tell people to focus on their links. Because it's effectively the same thing, right? It's effectively the same thing, except the links generally give you better benefits for the level. Like level 120 links give you huge amount of benefit. And they're not hard to do. It might take a while, but it doesn't take funding. Like to get to level 120 nowadays is very achievable for literally everybody. Just take some time, but you don't need funding to do it. You can 2 to 3 shot your entire way to 120. And nowadays with so much access to MVP, at least in Reboot, a lot of people like to do public MVP, which is nice. And copious amounts of double XP coupons that they drop on it. Very doable. Links, the way to go. Don't worry about your Legion, you can come back to that later. Almost all a normal mag, I'm too much of a bot for the mechs. Yeah. To be fair though, normal Magnus is not a very fair boss, much like hard Magnus. I don't really consider those to be real bosses. Have I seen Breaking Bad? No, I don't follow this at all. Magnus is one of those bosses where you have really know your class's move. Not get by that boss. Quite frustrating boss. Droplets. Yes, got caught up on the droplets. I'm happy with them. What's my opinion on the hard healer cage attack? I think it's a bit silly. I don't have a problem with it being an instant kill. I do have a problem with it healing her back to full, because such an easy boss shouldn't have such a punishing mechanic. That's my opinion. I don't think there's anything wrong inherently with it. It's just the fact that it heals her back to full no matter what HP she's at. Is it overkill, especially if you're like. Yeah, the orbs do set amounts of HP. So if you're getting killed by the small green ones, that means that you are below 50% when you got hit by it. Unless you use Last Resort, I think I'm not too familiar with Thief's skills. Last Resort, take more damage. At the point where why does it say M's and B's? You're actually right. Yeah, when I originally had this, I was only doing M's. Now it's both. I haven't done enough content that is requiring that question yet. Oh no, I forgot to put my coupon on. Oh, I am now desynced even further. I'm 2 minutes desynced. Oh. If it's less than 5 minute desync, then I'll take that as a win. I just really like how I can see what my numbers are. When I play on my other characters, I can't tell how much damage I'm doing. Like, I'd like to know the difference between 330. Because I can't really tell how much damage my Kana's doing. Yeah, it would be nice to be able to see what exactly is going on. Just so that I can gauge which bosses I can participate in or solo and that sort of stuff. I'm surprised they didn't make units a default, like an option in the settings, you know. During the Star Force event, should I 16 star my Pencil transfers to save money? Yes, I agree. I think that's the way to go. Because it saves you from wasting your... Well, first off, Star Forcing 140 is cheaper than Star Forcing 150. And the fact that you don't care about it blowing up is really nice, because on your CRAs, some people, if they were to try to get that to 15, they'd be forced to safeguard it. I think it's more applicable for Absolab than CRA, but generally speaking, you just don't want to safeguard, right? It's expensive. I would 15 star a Pencilia, and then on the event get it to 16, transfer it to CRA, and then from there safeguard it to 17. Unless you have so many spares that you don't want to safeguard to 17, you can not safeguard it. But yeah, I think the safe play is to safeguard it. I don't think players would safeguard it if they're going past 17, or they just have so many copies they don't care if it blows up and they're willing to try again from 12, but it just depends. Knock you back into purple every time, yeah. It comes with practice. You have to be able to move away from the knockback. You want to try to play as far away from Magnus as you can to avoid the knockback. Definitely not an easy boss if you're trying to do damage. Or you're trying to clear it without being able to kill it pretty much straight away. 17k stat DB with 1 star, 117 star. I think for most people, the thing that stops you from killing Lotus and Damien tends to be the IED. IED does wonders for Lotus, but you're DB, so it's quite, I think it's probably quite doable, yeah. Like, what your weapon secondary emblem has makes a big difference as well. Yes, you want to transfer your Pencilier to CRA if you're starting out. It's cheaper that way, and there's less stress on trying to get your gear done. Because then you don't have to worry about, am I going to have enough CRA for event? Anybody can farm Penciliers. Go to anywhere in Arcane River and just hit things until you get the right CRA gear. Oh, sorry, the right Pencilier gear. Collect some overalls, transfer it to your top and bottom, collect a hat to put onto your hat. Nice and easy. You can also use the transfer method for Absol stuff too. Doesn't matter if you start your CRA to 12 or do you. First question is, what potentials are they? If it's legendary, then I would probably recommend just directly star forcing it. If it's unique or epic or rare, I wouldn't worry about it. Because getting your Pencilier to 12 star is pretty cheap in the grand scheme of things. Getting it to 12 will probably cost you like 20 to 30 mil. Which is like, getting to 15 is pretty negligible. Because you will lose your potential. Yeah, if it's just epic, then to get it to 15, I recommend doing the Pencilier method. The only thing is you have to be aware you will lose your potential. So you might have to get your epic potentials again. But epic potentials aren't too difficult to get, I'd say. Like, it's definitely an accessible thing. Maybe time gated, but definitely accessible. But you will save up. Oh, yeah. If you don't have many spares for CRA, I would just use Pencilier, and I'll just suck up losing the epic pot. That's my opinion. I wouldn't directly start CRAs unless they were already like legendary. You get Messer Legion. Oh, I'm poor Ray. I need all the money I can get. This is mine. Stay away. I want to get as strong as you if I don't farm. What star should I get it to? Okay, trader. You get it to 15, and then on the 5, 10, 15 event, get it to 16 because it's a guaranteed 16. Running out of Legion coins. Oh no, so sad. I guess wrong with your badge, Diff. Wait, do you have a badge on your Jett? Damn, that's crazy. I'll go for as close as I can get. Honestly, that sounds like something I would have done too. Just because, you know, it's one of those things where, like, you wouldn't think it would make a difference because you just did it because you thought it was funny. That's something I think I would have done. Maybe not for Jett, but for a class I would have thought it was funny. That's why I did it on my Luminous with Wondroid. I was like, oh, it'd be funny if my Luminous has a Wondroid heart. And now it has a Wondroid heart. None of the characters I actually play have one. I see. You had too much faith. That is true though. Be like, surely if they remove one way to get it, they'll replace it with another way to get it. They're just killing it completely. In a way, that's kind of what they did with the Dark Totems, right? Because everybody kind of assumed it was going to come back, and it hasn't come back in a long time. I don't think the event ever came back the entire time I was playing. Granted, I haven't been playing for very long in the grand scheme of things, but shame that they haven't brought it back. I wouldn't mind some Dark Totems myself. Just because these Afterland ones kind of look ugly. Do Afterlands for you. Best offer is I can make you a 5 to 10 minute guide on how to do it. That's my best offer. I've done Afterlands so many times, it's like kind of seems doing it. I helped a few people do it myself. Kind of like just telling them what to do, and I'm just like, damn, this thing is a lot longer when you're not doing it yourself. Like when I do it, I don't mind it because I think I did all my Afterlands on my characters that I played like on the way to 100, so it didn't feel too bad because it's like training. I don't think I've ever done it on a character that's past like 200. Such a waste of time after 200. I'd rather just spend my time farming. 0 to H Lucid solo coming. Wait, your Hoyoung's already at H Lucid? It's solo H Lucid already? That's cracked. To a trace. That's kind of what I did too. My entire Jett is 15. Yes, Crummy. That's what they did. It's not just for Alien. It's just in general. I don't remember why. There was some quote-unquote exploit that some class had that got to make more use out of it than others or something. I don't know. But yeah, 2 items with the same name can't. It only contributes to the bonus ones. So I think if you want to use alien gear, my recommendation is you go for pendant earring belt. The ring is kind of trash. After Star Force. Good. I recommend Arcarum over Horntail because Arcarum's pendant actually gets good flames. Horntail's pendant gets pretty... For some reason he doesn't get flame advantage. Ask Nexon why, and you probably won't get an answer. But outburst your Jett in half the gear. True. I tell myself that every day. If I gave this gear to any other character that I had, I'd be doing double my damage. Give us a buff, Nexon, come on. Shy, we're not good. I'm still waiting on the JMS, quote unquote JMS update. One where they're gonna update the non-KMS classes. Double Arcarian pendant is good if you can get a Dominator pendant. If you can't get a Dominator pendant, then I would use an Alien pendant. Debating between Dawn Warrior and Jett. Oh Ray, don't you have a Dawn Warrior? As well? Like, I think, was it you who recently did the thing with the Dawn Warrior? That's not you? Yeah, I can't really say. I don't play Dawn Warrior myself. I would say probably try them both to 5th job first. Because for Jett, you can probably have a look at what I do to get an idea, or you can check AB Worst Class's channel. He has like a bunch of boss runs on his Jett. See if you like it, because training is like pretty whatever, right? Training is just training. I can imagine Dawn Warrior having better mobbing than Jett. This mobbing is fairly average. Not terrible, but it's not great. Similar? Okay. There you go. Yeah, the mob count really hurts Jett. Why does Planet Buster not hit 10? One next one, don't be afraid. Give us better numbers. I'd say if you're not too fussed about how the mobbing style works between the two, probably look at how each of the classes deal with different bossing situations. I think for me, I really like Jett because you have to kind of be creative and somewhat skillful in your movement in bosses. I'm thinking things like Hard Lotus, V-Healer. You want to have a lot of options to do things. I think Jett is quite nice. But obviously I'm biased, so... Yeah, Jett doesn't get super great rates. But it's very consistent and it's very easy. Like, I don't know if there's that many classes that can get away with training here, like in Limina, with the kind of bad drop gear that I have. Like, I'm using like very greedy drop gear. I'm using like a 12-star tattoo, Dakum Eye, and a Reed Pendant. It's like fairly bad drop gear. Fun mobbing is watching Netflix for sure. Level or stat, can you start one-shotting mobs? I think Ray mentioned that he one-shotted here on Jett at 15 mil range. I think that's a little bit, that's much lower than what I am at the moment. But I was one-shotting here as soon as I got here as well. And I don't think that I was more than like 20. It would be definitely below 20. I don't know how that translates to other classes, so it's hard to say, but you didn't have to be very strong. 15 mil range. What's that in stat, roughly? Like 30k? Under 30k? What am I on right now? I'm on 34k with like Maple Warrior and an X buff, so that would have been like 30k clean. Like, not very much. How much I'm making now? It's like 700 and something. 750, let's say. But I don't farm very efficiently. Like, my rates aren't that good because I'm kind of jumping around. I prefer to jump around and just... I'm fairly easily entertained by jumping around. My planet boss is doing 5 times the damage required. Yeah, I'm trying to think of like when I got here, because when I got here I wasn't over Arcane Force. If anything, I was about even. Oh, I just can't recall. It's been a while. I've been in 1.5 forever, so I can't even say. But yeah, Jett is pretty nice on the mobbing because the numbers are really high. Does clean mess of X gives the same amount without enhance? No. So by clean it's like no wealth, no Legion. Speaking of Legion, I've been hopping around for the Legion for the last 2 minutes. I think 15 mil range is pretty fair. But for most good classes, even if you're 2-shot, you probably make more than me. I can't clear the map very fast. I think there is some formula of how much money drops in the bag, because I feel like clean, so you drop. These guys clean probably dropped me 20k. What was your rotation again, Ray? It was like Lucid Soul over here somewhere, then sit here and up. Left, right, yeah. Left, right, then Allied Fury, and then Lucid Soul. I gave that a go for a bit. It was pretty similar, but I kept forgetting the Lucid Soul, and my Lucid Soul doesn't do very much damage. I'm pretty weak. I think for me, it's just like jumping around. I don't think there's anything more logical. I just like jumping around. I feel restless when I just sit on one spot on my class. Except on Kana, because I don't have the brain capacity to remember myself. I need to stand still. Whoever told me that Kana training or Kana farming was like brainless is a liar. Like Jett, I don't need to manage any cooldowns. I just like whatever. There you go. So the higher the mob level, the more meso you get. You won't notice the difference until like you look at the big gaps. Really, like you compare limiter meso packs to Vanishing Journey. A lot of it comes down to how fast you can clear mobs anyway. The reason why like people farm in Latch for so long, comparable to limiter. And limiter beats it out a little bit sometimes. Not by much. Ah, whatever. Man, I would have loved to do a second totem, second wealth, but this maintenance is at midnight or half hour. So, no, 2 hours rather. Shame. I would like to keep farming. Farming for 5, 10, 15 always feels good. How's my solo progression? It's gone. After I released the video, I decided that I'm gonna stop doing stuff on it until at least after 5, 10, 15. Just so that I can focus my resources on my Jett. How's it feel to be free from dailies? Yeah, it feels damn good. How much saved? Right now, I'm on 18.5. I spent a good amount of cubes finishing up some items. I think I showed you some of it, right? Like, my weapon is like 2 attack 1 boss, secondary is 2 attack 1 boss. Most of my arcanes are 3 lines. Most of my accessories are done. Yeah, so the cubing stuff is like... The cubing stuff is mostly done on most of my gear. Like, some of it sucks, like this. Oh, double all stats, so sad. But, yeah, I spent a good amount of money fixing those cubes. So I don't feel too bad about it. Wasn't in vain. So I'm just saving as much as I can for the 5, 10, 15 now. But yeah, I'm not too fast. I'm still a good amount of levels away from doing real damage to Black Mage. I think I would have taken my Star Forcing a little bit more seriously if I was closer to 270, but I don't think I'm hitting 270 for at least 2 months, maybe 3 months. Depending on how motivated I am. Play the game in general. Never free from days, you start next character. You know, I said that with the Kana as well, and I gave up on doing dailies on my Kana. I was like, nah, I'm not doing this. Yeah, he hit it in a week, but he was cracked though. Do you see his EXP rates? He was doing like 3T a day for like a week straight. I can't do that, dude. My wrists would just give up. I would just physically not be able to do that. 3T a day, that's insane. But again, Ray, my gear is very bad. Like, all my stuff is 15. Like, I can't do Black Mage like this. All my stuff is, well, you can't see my damage accessories, but they're all 15 too, trust me. So I'm okay, I'm taking my time farming mesos, and then once I'm comfortable with my gear doing good enough damage, then I will push the levels. Because Cernium is an option. Cernium will be good. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping, right, Ray? I have a fair amount of items that are 15 right now, but depending on how my Star Forcing goes, then we'll see. I don't think that my goal is 20 bill. I might be able to get up to 25 by Sunday. But even then, I think... Yeah, I don't know if I'll make very good gains. I had pretty awful luck with the Star Forcing. Actually, I need your opinion on something, or anybody who might know. Like, I don't really know how to use my money wisely after I hit 17. Should I go roulette my stuff, or should I send items to 21 one at a time? Because I kinda want to be good about it and roulette my stuff slowly. Like, just like, finish 17s, go 18, and then 19, and then 20. 22 Abs Lab worth it to buy. Sounds not like it doesn't sound like it's worth it. I feel like I read somewhere that somebody had a 22-star Absolab weapon, and that was worse than a 12-star Arcane. I don't know if that's accurate, but it doesn't sound good. I don't think a 22-star Absolab weapon is worth it, but then again, it's reg server. I don't know much about reg server. Yeah, setting it to 21 is more like, I'm done with this. I don't want to do this anymore. Not weapon. Like other gear. I think 22 Abso beats out 17 Arcane, right? 22 star Abso gets beaten by Arcane at 20? 21 isn't complete, but 21 is cheap completion. I guess is the word for me. Cheap completion. Reg server different stats. That's true. Yeah. Time for me to say. I don't know enough about reg servers. All I got is this reboot knowledge that I scab off people who play this game. Chapter 24 Star Hole Boom. That's crazy. Does anyone in Reboot even have a 24 star? I know there's a good number of people who have 23 stars, but I don't know about 24. You need a black pink bean mark or pat mark. Oh, the pat mark is not coming anytime soon, unfortunately. That thing is, you just gotta get really lucky to have one. Or at least early. If you want early, you need to be lucky. You eventually get it. Some people just get it earlier than others. Yeah, I think doesn't one guy have like all his CRA, like his 3-set CRA was 23 or something? Is that the guy? I feel like I heard somebody had that. It's like slowly 23. He's 2 at the moment, yeah, and he's working on a 3rd one at the moment, right? That's what I heard. What a mad dog. He's not doing a 3rd. After the 2nd one, he decided maybe this isn't a good idea. All for fun. You know, you got people like Snow Willy who would just like tap his 22 Arcane Sword for fun. He's the only one who does 23 for progression. That's pretty insane though, 23 star. I wonder how much he's sunk into the CRA to get it to 23. The CRA is like the only real one that you can, like, realistically 23, right? Just because you get so many spares. Doesn't make sense to do that for an Arcane. That's crazy. Under 200 bill for both. Oh, that's actually insane. 200 bill's a lot of money, but for a 23 star, that's pretty fucking good. Actually, Ray, I got a quick question. I'm more or less convinced to roulette my stuff one at a time, but what do I do about my like sub gear? Because I have a lot of fodder gear. Like, at what point do I try to push that to 21? Because I'm just trying to be a little bit more efficient with my mesos. I'll go for like the easy replaceable stuff in roulette up to whatever. Yeah, I'm not too rushed on the damage because I think for those I want to send them straight to 21 before I redo the pots because my belt and my earring are both 2 line at the moment. I think those are kind of the items that I would just do it all in one shot sort of thing. I'll see how it goes. I'll just roulette my stuff. $22 and pot. Alright. Sounds good. So you mean like, if I'm going to do it at all, I should just go straight for the 22, basically, is what you're saying? Yeah. That seems fair enough. Alright, I'll just leave them at 17. I'll go for the ones that I can replace easily first. Get them to 21. I'll probably keep them at 21 just because it's just cheaper that way. 22 seems expensive. I don't want to go for any 22s for the time being. I guess in my case then, there's something. Probably get my... Well, first off, everything to 17. And then I'll roulette my top. I have my Sweetwater stuff, I think. I've got like my Meister ring as well. I have a lot of Meister rings, I can use that. Yeah, I'll see how it goes. I'll just slowly go for those gains. I really hate that my Sweetwater stuff is not doing well. In terms of my Daenerys. I just did not do that daily, I really should have. Yeah, we'll get there eventually. I'm gonna need to check what the average booms is for some of the stuff too, so I can prep for it. Mentally prepare myself for stuff to blow up. You reckon I should roulette my arcanes too in the same fashion? Like, should I do that early or should I just leave them at 17 until I finish my other gear first? I think I have enough droplets to like replace 1 or 2 pieces of gear. Reckon it's worth doing it now or should I just leave it? I'll leave it at 17 rather. Starts below the rest. Okay, that seems pretty fair. I'll be farming droplets for a long time. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Like 18 doesn't seem too bad. Everything 19. Seems pretty good. I guess we'll just have to see how my luck turns out when our forcing event goes. Very excited. 20 builder. I don't feel like I'll get very much done into it. I'm a little bit traumatized when it comes to star forcing. No safeguard, no star catch. Well, I think for most of the stuff I'm going to be doing, I don't think I'll be safeguarding. Anyway, I don't star catch. Star catch a waste of time. I can't deal with that animation, dude. I think the only things I will safeguard is probably my arcanes just because I can't really afford to blow them up with them. Just to 17 at least. Guess we'll see how the other gear goes. 980. 40. Good enough. So that's 1.5 bill on this session. Use the rest of my wealth. Because I desync the rest. Quarter star once, quarter dude. I feel that, dude. I think after this, I need to check which dailies I have and haven't done. I don't think. Alex. Haven't done. Converse. So get her in. Average does it? Depends on the item. It's a 30% chance. So I guess if you just multiply the cost from 16 to 17 by 3, that's probably your average. So for an arcane, it's probably within like the 1 bill average. I think it's like 300 mil a tap. So assuming you do that 3 times, it's 1 bill per. For most items, if you don't safeguard, it's like 500. Maybe a little bit less. Find out what the cost it is to go from 16 to 17 safeguarded and multiply that by 3. That's probably your average safeguarded. It's either like around 500 or around 1 bill. I forget the number. One of the most exciting things for me after 5, 10, 15 is trying to do hard loaders. Because right now it takes me half an hour to solo it. See difference. So strong. That's cap. What's my stat? With my damage gear on, I think I'm like 40k. It will take a couple hundred. What statue? You're struggling it. Probably the left, the far left, the far right, and then the rest of them. Just be careful of the second from the left, and because they have damage reflect. Go like far left, far right. The outside ones. You work your way in. Oh, still. Part 35, no. Bad. Used the wrong 2 times cube. Other step. Oh, should I back up my phone? Yeah, the inside ones aren't bad to deal with, but some of them have damage reflect, so just be careful of that. I think the second and the middle one damage reflect. As long as you're aware of that, alright. Is that me or is this that notification faster than fast? Fun part of fams, guys. Yeah. Oh, trust me. Like, this is nothing with how much you farm. By the time you get to 275, it's like so much. Like, I've had like a full inventory of familiar ages. I just don't bother finding them. It's so tedious. It's so tedious putting them together. I hate it. If it wasn't for this animation that you get like right here, like I can't do anything or wait for it to finish shining. Grind time? I don't really think about it, honestly. It's just one of those things that just builds up as you play. I can't really say. I don't expect anything good from it anyway. Right, now the fun part. Killing all the use. Will I get a boss damage one? Real question. Oh yes, very good. Outlines my character in black. Oh, another one. Yes, fantastic. Nothing good. Gotta be rich like me. Good work. Alright. Now I need to go do CP. If you guys haven't done it yourselves, feel free to come along. Doc 3, yes. I solved this.
You must be my boss. You must be boss.
The hardest part about CPQ is finding people. I'm just gonna ask into my alliance chat and hopefully I can find someone. Yeah, the fun of a CPQ as an Australian. How much dineros I have? I don't think I have very much. Where is it? 314. I'll have enough for one spare big water item. And it has to be the tattoo of them. Block 3. Oh no, looking kinda doomed. I'm gonna have to smegger. Does this person want? See you, Joey. Just have a bigger. Ah, yes. How big these guys? Oh, look at that. 275 Nightwalker. Enormous. Love CPQ. My favorite content. Right beside Solo Voyages. Lovely, sweet water weapon. Another thing I can NPC. Oh no, not Goldway. I'm too AFK with my summons on. Goldway. Can it just be Hunterway? I just realized this guy has an eye patch. Patch? Got alien stuff. Like that. Then I gotta do solos. And then Golix. Don't forget Golix. Do any of you guys need Golix? Probably just run it after this one. Don't need the superior drops at the moment, so you guys can take that if you need them. Or hate Goldway. Get me out of here. Someone find a better way to farm Daenerys. And here, let me out. Alright, let's quickly run Golix. If any of you guys need it, I'll run it in channel 13. Yeah, let's meet at channel 13. I'll give it like 2 minutes or 3 minutes.
You must be my boss.
If you guys are here, feel free to apply to party. Well, my item loot is off as well. Alright, we're going for exercise, guys. Thank you very much. Compliments. I'm glad that people enjoyed the other videos. Right. Oh, they crashed. Let's wait for them. I almost went in. That's a classic right there. I'm just gonna hope I don't crash too. If I crash, that'll be a feel bad. But because that person crashed, if anyone wants to join, you have some time until they come back. At least they didn't crash during the run. That would be bad. Yeah. That's every Thursday. I only have... one. And I guess if this blows up, then I'll just buy a second one. I don't want to buy too many. Mostly can't farm. Yep, no worries, mate. Anyone else wants to come? We're on channel 13. Let me know in chat if you want to come. But probably gonna run soon. Everyone has a key. Check keys, but got it. Thank you for that. You guys can just wait in the heart. I can rest. Don't hit the heart if you can. I do have at least some drop rate. It's actually a big difference between this and a drop gear. I clear it before my ship runs out. With the feeling that I can't. As I get some pretty good procs in. Oh. Drop gear is too weak to get this done in one ship. Guess I just need to make sure I don't die to the hand. Helix carry in drop gear. It's quite slow. Well, slow for what my stats are. Let me see if I've got some more drop gear I can put on. Yes. If any of these guys get lucky. Oh, that was a green for a sec. Reinforced. Go ahead, guys. You guys can sort it out. One of you guys can get the stuff. It doesn't matter. You guys get a sub drop then. Good. Haven't seen a sub in a while. Back to the real content that is commercy. Oh, time for solos. Love me some solo voyages. Is Croissant in Elysium? Is he the strongest Jett in Rig? Actually, I take that back. Is he like one of the Jetts in Rig? Good number of them. Good number of Jetts in. What about regular server? I accidentally pressed my will. One in Aurora. Is that optic person? Is what it is? Optify or something? I feel like I've seen that name before that they recently pushed. Yeah, that was quite recent. I found it by accident when I was looking at how fast the other guys were going as well. They hit 275 recently then. I remember they were hella pushing. I remember seeing the numbers that were pulling out every day. Hella pushing it. I wonder if they're in the Discord. Spares Sweetwater. Gotta start building it up some. Now that I'm trying to push past it. Maybe if I can get 400 by Sunday, that'll be good. I can get 400 by Sunday, that'd be pretty good. In case my pendant blows up. If the pendant blows up, I'll be really sad. Because that's a lot of dineros. And I won't be able to rule it the rest of them. Hello Pi. Welcome to stream. We finished up Totem just then. Now I'm just doing some of the other things to prep for 5, 10, 15. Level 400? Yes. Very soon. I'll be the first level 400. I'll be the only level 400. I want to see if I can level by the time 5, 10, 15 comes. Shouldn't be too hard. Like 37, 30, 33. So that's 3 totems. Not too crazy. But I even have enough totems. I have 2 totems. I probably have enough in reward points to get more. I want to use at least some of my Kana's Legion coupons as well. That'd be really nice. What's my IA? 19 meso, 8 boss damage, 13 item. Ideally this should have been 20, but come on. Yeah, I didn't really think too much about my IA. I just wanted the first one to be meso. But of course, ideally it should have been 20%. I just didn't get lucky with the circulators, and I just kind of gave up and I manually rolled it. Second line, item drop, and then third line was whatever useful one I could roll on 50% off. So I hit the 8% boss damage, and I was like, yeah, whatever, good enough. Good enough. I'm not at the point where I need to optimize off of meso, so I'm just leaving on meso. It's gonna be like that for a long time, I think. Because we all know money is king, especially in Reboot. I still do Commercy because my Fleetwaters are below 22. So I gotta do this. I should have been doing this for a while, but I slacked off for quite a bit. But now that I've finished my arcane symbols, I actually have time and I can actually be bothered doing Commercy, so it's not too bad. I'm gonna be doing Commercy until all my Fleetwater things are done, but I guess we'll see how it goes. Who knows, what if I hit a boss drop? And then it goes straight to 22. That'd be nice. I actually have a friend who started soloing H Lotus, and 3 weeks in a row he got a berserked. Absolutely insane. I wish I had that luck. Some people just get lucky. You're never lucky. Hey, what do you mean? You got the ring and the source of suffering. What do you mean you're not lucky? Oh man. Last burst, last min fail. Unfortunate. About time to maintenance. It's in about an hour. So I have enough time to at least finish this up. And then I might leave it at that afterwards. Been pretty productive, I guess. At least as productive as you can get trying to farm for maintenance. Don't use car anymore. The car is so free. You use for DPS. Ah, I see. Makes sense. How do you avoid the darkness now? What is your strat? Ah, there you go. What are the cooldowns for Genesis? How long is the cooldown? Are they the same cooldown? So you can alternate between the two? That's about the same as the car, yeah? It is the same. He's got Genesis iframe, of course. But you know, he's the #1 Jett. Of course he has a Genesis. Jett does have it easy on Gloom, to be honest. Okay, one more run. And then I think after this, I'm gonna call it. Take it easy for the rest of the night. Job change, yeah. Job change to Pathfinder, easy. What does that put me on now? Oh, actually, that was like 50 in one day. I've got tomorrow and 3, so I've got 3 more days, right? Yeah, 3 more days. That should put me at just about 500, which is enough actually. We have some good spares. 2 of each of these and 1 of these. In theory. Hopefully nothing blows up. Hopefully. Yeah, I think in terms of the stream though, I call it. Did some bosses, got about 1 bill from my bosses, and then another 1.5 from the totem. Almost at 20. 20 bill should be a good amount. We'll see if I can push it even further. Ideally push it a little bit further. Yeah, just to have as much as I can. At least as much as I can bear saving and not spending. But yeah, I might call it for the stream. Thank you guys for joining. If you guys want to be notified when I stream next, consider subscribing to the channel and all that sort of stuff. They're not very consistent, but it helps. If you like the stream, feel free to give it a like so other people can find it. Helps me out too. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of the week and have a good 5, 10, 15 event.